Before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I'm just updating you on what's going on with my bank card score, which is your score for your credit card. And I'm going to do this for the FICO 2, 3, and 8. This is through Experian. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports for all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week using your vehicle on your time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. Now, if you don't have a car or you don't want to use your own, you can click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below, and that way you can use the Hire Car along with the Wealth Dasher to still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. You want to get cash back on your online shopping? You can always get cash back by clicking the cashback links in the description below. And there's a new Mastercard on the block. Yep, there's a new Mastercard in the fold. It's the Aspiration Zero Mastercard, where they give you $300 bonus for your first $3,000 spend in your first 90 days. And you can sign up for that card by clicking the Aspiration link in the description below. Like I said, you can apply for that card. Alright. Now let's get into it. This is going to be my bank card score, which are the scores you're going to usually need to be good to apply for these cards that I talk about all the time. That's how I end up with the cards I have. Okay, because you got to have your bank card score in order, not just your general score, but they're looking at the bank card score because that's the score they use for the credit cards. So let's get into it. We're going to start with November FICO score 2. Now here's my November score 2. Oh, sorry, my November score for the FICO 2. All right, in November I was at 675. The reason why I went back to November is because this did update for December. It's the FICO 2 score. Now, a lot of banks will not be using the FICO 2, but it's good to have all your scores up there, all right? Because you don't know who's going to do what. Even if you got to go for maybe a subprime card, maybe they might use the FICO 2, or maybe another lender might use FICO 2 for whatever reason they're going to use FICO 2. They might look at several scores to see the pattern, but this is the FICO 2. You're not going to really need it as much, but it's always good to know what all of your FICO scores are, or as many as possible. So let's go to the FICO 3 score for November, because they also did update for December. Now here is the FICO 3 score for November. It's at 639. Now, again, just like with FICO 2, not a whole lot of lenders are using the FICO 3. But again, you still want to have as many scores as possible up there where it won't matter whatever score they choose. All right, whatever scoring model they choose. Now, I'm in a fair range with the FICO 3. So FICO 3 is always usually my lowest, whatever the criteria is they're using to look at that score. But again, as I mentioned about the auto and the mortgage and my general score, at this time I was at a 5% range. So, and I didn't get the increase yet on the cards. I believe this did take into account the I want to say it took into account the $200 for the first Premier. I'm not sure. I don't remember right now. But again, you saw the FICO 2 was at 675, and now I'm at 639. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the FICO 8, and the FICO 8 did update in December. So now you're going to see what it looks like in December for the FICO 8. Now here's my FICO 8 score. I'm 8 points from 700. Now this takes into account the $3,000 credit limit increase for the American Express, the $200 increase on the first Premier, and the fact that I was at a 4% utilization. Okay, I was at a 4% utilization. So I went from 4,700 to 8,900, just like that. All right, went from 4,700. Well, no, it was 5,700. Was it 5,700? 4,700. Okay, I went from 2, so that's 3. So I went from 5,700 to 8,900, just like that. All right. And my utilization actually went down, which was supposed to happen when you do get increases. Your utilization is supposed to go down. All right. So that's what's going on with the FICO 2, 3, and 8 for the November and December. Now I'm going to update you on what's going on with the 2, 3, and 8 for January 2022. So let's get at it. Okay, so here I am at the FICO score 2 for January 2022. Now you see I'm down to 657. I was at 675. I'm down to 657. So that's a nice little drop. All right. It's a nice little drop. That's like what? 18 points. But again, that's because I got the $6,000 increase on my cash rewards card. I went from 3,000 to 9,000. But on top of that, I raised my utilization to 44% on that one card. So that dropped me 18 points. All right, for the FICO 2. And that's what's going to happen sometime. Again, you're going to be in those situations where, you know, you got to use the card for emergencies or whatever the case. Things get tight, you use your card. But always try to keep your cards where it'll balance out all around. And you kind of don't want to use 30% of your card, but sometimes it happens. But you got to make sure that all of your cards are in a low utilization situation where that card with the money on it, you can kind of ramp it up that on that one card, and it won't affect you as much. 18 points is a lot, but I can get that back. All I gotta do is bring that one card down because all of my other cards are at that 5% range. All right. So let's go to the FICO 3. Now here I'm at the FICO 3. This didn't decrease that much. I mean, we're talking about a couple of points, you know, because this was always low anyway. So this is not really, you know, a big deal with the FICO 3. The FICO 3 is one of those scores where, like I said, it's like the FICO 2, almost like a throwaway in a sense. But again, like I always mention, you want to keep all of your scores in a good range. And you can do that by just, you know, keeping your profile good, keeping your utilization low on your credit cards, and, you know, getting rate increases and things like that, you know. So that's what's going on with the FICO 3. Now we're going to do the drum rolls on the FICO 8, which is what most lenders, credit card issuers, banks use. Okay. Now here I am on a FICO 8 update for January 2022 for the bank card score, the score that credit card issuers use or your bank use to issue your credit card. I'm at a 676. Yes, it's a nice drop from 692. You know what I mean? That's a nice little drop. You know, I went from 692 to 676. We're talking about 18 points here as well. Well, that's 16 points. Wait, 692, 682. Okay, that's 16 points. So I took a 16 point hit on this one. But hey, I'm still in the good range. I can still get a decent credit card. You know, again, you get the highest consideration when you're at a 680. About 4 points for a 680. I got decent credit cards. I got nice loans, you know, $40,000 here, $17,000 there. I got increases of 3 and 6. So it doesn't really, I won't say it doesn't matter, but it looks better if you keep your scores in a good range. I can still do some things with a 676. Of course, I can do more with a 692, and I'm going to get that 692 back. I just had to bring my utilization down. Again, this happened because I got the credit limit increase from $3,000 to $9,000, which is a $6,000 increase on my Crash Reward card, which is a primary card, by the way. The Amex I have with $5,000 on it, I'm just an authorized user on that. That's not my primary. I'm a primary card holder of the Cash Rewards with $9,000 on it. Okay, and I got that increase, but then I raised the utilization to 44%. So this is what happens when you do those things. But my other utilizations are low. We're talking about 5 and 6%. You know, we got the other utilizations which are very low. Then I got that high one, so it kind of balances out a little bit. I just got to bring that utilization down, and I need to do it quick because the statement closing date is literally a day or so away. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you got a lot out of this. I hope you understand the BankCard score model. Hope you understand what happened with me and what's going on, why did my score drop like it did. And, you know, again, try to minimize the hits by balancing everything out. So if you do have to go up on one, the other ones will be low enough where to balance it out. Okay? So, thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the Cashback link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.